Is anyone out there? Well, I'm going to just go ahead and share what I wanted to give an update on, and I'll give everyone an opportunity to log in. So, if you this is your first time watching, first of all, this is going to be some announcements of what's going to updates that's going to take place on the channel on this Facebook page. And so if this is your first time seeing me, welcome. And if you have been with me for any period of time, welcome back. And I thank you so much for being a part of the Full Circle community. So a little bit about me. My name is Deetra Dennis, and I am a registered nurse of 29 years, just celebrated that, 29 years, and I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach. I'm also the founder of Full Circle Health Coaching LLC. I started the company in 2013 with the mission to support our Black women and empower them with evidence-based and culturally relevant lifestyle interventions that will help them on their journey to optimal heart health. And so the announcements that I wanted to share today, I kind of let the cat out of the bag with those that are on my email contact list about a week and a half ago about some changes that were upcoming and why I was making those changes. So I wanted to share that with you all today as well. I'm just going to look down again just to see if I see any comments. From anyone. I don't see any comments just yet. So I'll keep going, and feel free to chime in with any comments or questions that you have as I go along. But anyway, so my reason for focusing on Black women is because of the state of the health of heart health of our Black women is that 50,000 Black women pass away each year from heart disease. That's one too many. And then when it comes to hypertension, over 50% of Black women have hypertension. And of that, more than 80% are not controlled. And that then leads to heart disease. So that is why that was my focus. And so now I'm going to make a little bit of a pivot to expand my impact and really show a little love to my sister nurses. Why, you say, am I switching to nurses? Well, there was some research done by the American Nurses Association, and it showed that nurses are less healthy than the average American. And so that was startling to me. And I know if you, again, with being a nurse 29 years, I know all of that is due to, also, I'm sorry, in that research, it showed that the nurses being less healthy, most of the time was related to either being overweight, being high level of stress, and less sleep. And I too could relate to that because prior to 2016, that was me. Because my weight, I was overweight, borderline obese, and definitely a high level of stress, and resulted in some health challenges because of having that sustained or chronic stress. And I wasn't sleeping well. And it wasn't until 2016 when I started working with a coach. But prior to that, I really wish in nursing school, and even when I started working as a nurse, that someone shared with us about, being sure that you take care of yourself so that you can show up and provide health at the highest level and service at the highest level to your patients. And so as a result of working with the coach, I have been able to release 70 pounds, and the stress level doesn't mean that stress doesn't happen, but I know how to respond better with the tools and techniques that were shared through the coaching. And then lastly, I sleep very well and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. And so I wanted to be able to help my sisters do the same. No matter, I know the role, no matter what role in nursing can be very demanding. but we can still make sure that we take care of ourselves. And those numbers, again, are so staggering, or that the nurses are less healthy because we're being everything to everybody, and then we're putting ourselves last. So just this, my purpose in making the shift is so that I can help my fellow sisters in making, prioritizing, if you will, the most valuable patient, which is you, or someone you know that's a nurse, to make you the priority so that you can care for yourself from the bedside to the table side and show up as the best version of yourself, not just to your patients, but to your family and your community. And so that's why, I'm making the changes, and I'm going to look down again just to see if there are any comments. I don't see any at the moment. We'll still keep going. And so, some things that are going to take place. So I will be going live more. I'll start with having Monday huddles. I know when I first started in nursing, we didn't have huddles. It was more of a change of shift between one nurse to another. But I know now that change of shift huddles take place, which is maybe about 3 to 5 minutes, where the offgoing shift shares what the unit was like overnight, and what they can anticipate for the day, like discharges or what have you. But it's a very short meeting, so that's something I would like to implement, to go live on Mondays, doing that, a Monday huddle. And if you followed me, I've had the Heart to Heart series that is on Thursdays that I have on YouTube. So that's a recorded video, and so that is going to change. It's not going to be heart to heart anymore. It's going to be the break room, and because that is, as a nurse, when you're on the floor or any role of nursing, be it medical management or what have you, the break room was that way of getting away from the floor and just having a moment of quiet, or if you have an opportunity to eat lunch, eat lunch. And so that's what I want that to be. And if you've been around, I love music. So what came to mind when I thought of the break room was, I'm not sure if you've heard this song, "There's a meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon." So that's what the break room, the song, came to mind, just having a moment to get away. And we'll have some great information that we'll go over during that time, again, as a getaway, and then you'll get back to the other things real soon. So again, just wanted to share some updates and announcements of what was going on with the Facebook page and with the company at large. And so if you see some changes taking place on the website or on this page, that is what is happening. So I'm going to look again to see if there are any comments. I don't see any. So since not, I'm going to wait a few minutes because it may be a delay in any comments being seen. But if not, thank you for tuning in. If you're out there, again, I'm not able to see any comments at the moment. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Hey, Nita. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Let's see. Anyone else out there? It says 2 comments. Okay, that's mine. But anyway, did you have any questions for me, Nita? Did you hear everything that I talked about, the updates that's taking place on the channel? Oh, good. I'm glad. You're doing well. So glad to hear that. Anyone else out there? Okay. All right. No questions. Awesome. All right. Well, Nita, we'll give it a few more minutes, a few seconds, I'll say. And if we don't have anyone else with questions or comments, and I know, like I said, I'm pivoting to focus on nurses, but the information that I share is valuable for everyone, because it's about really being sure that we take care of ourselves, because how can we I'll put it like this. We can't serve from an empty cup. It is important that our cup is full and we serve from our overflow. So the information that I share is valuable for everyone. But again, if I'm having some nursing language or nursing abbreviations or what have you, that is, I didn't want anyone to feel like, okay, well, she's not talking to me. But the information is valuable for all of us. For all of us. Okay, more comments. Yes, that's right. We are no good for anyone else if we are not taking care of ourselves. And it's so important that we put ourselves top on the list instead of at the bottom, because your family and your community will appreciate it, you putting yourself first. And it's okay to say no. That was, I can't remember which video I said that no is a complete sentence. And it is okay to say no. It is perfectly fine to say no. All right, Nita, it seems like it's just me and you. And if you didn't have any other questions or anything, I'll go ahead and end the live. And Monday, again, I'll be here Monday at 7 p.m. if I didn't say that before. So the Monday huddle, it'll be very brief because I know I respect people's time as it relates to that's family time. If you're coming in from work, and if you're in anywhere like Atlanta with the traffic, you're probably just getting in around that time. So it won't be a long time together, just to give a little word of encouragement and some tips, self-care tips on the Monday huddles. And if you're not able to make it live, that's fine. It'll be here on the Facebook page for you to rewatch. And then the Thursday, the break room series, that will be like the usual post had been at 7 a.m. on Thursdays. So those will be recorded and posted on Thursdays. I'm going to see if I can possibly do a simulcast where when I record those videos, they can post at both my Facebook page and on YouTube. So, stay tuned for that. But for right now, those will be on the YouTube channel, and I'll try and come in. It won't be at 7 a.m. when that comes to the yes, it will. I can schedule it for this one on the business page. It will come at 7 a.m. So that is that. Thank you. Love you too. All right. Well, I won't hold you. So again, thank you so much, Nita, for joining me tonight. And stay tuned for Monday at 7 p.m. for Monday Huddle. And thank you all who watched the replay. Feel free, to add your comments or questions. And I do check my Facebook page frequently, and I will respond. So again, thank you. And I always like to end with my quote. As a woman, you are the full circle, and within you, you have the power to create, nurture, and transform. So go ahead and walk in your power, and have a good evening.